are you gonna? Okay. Damn it. It's really going on. What's up, people? It's hotter than. Oof. Hey, so glam. What is good, so glam? So glam. If I don't tell you this enough, your ass is crazy. You be having me hollering because you're just so matter of fact with what you say. You're just like, she full of shit. He full of shit. Tell that bullshit to somebody else. And I'd be like, nailed it. Hey, Joy Love. I believe so glad. I said that day I'm so glad. But I can't tell you, like you and Tita talk is something. Y'all are so raw with Tita talk, baby. I have to be like, can't no kids be around because Tita talk be said P and D, and I'd be like laughing, but I've had like little children around. I'd be like, okay, y'all go out of here. I'm listening to adult conversation right now. So yeah, I was listening to some of these people on YouTube as always, and I was just what these people are a trip. Let me tell you this: anyone else doing a show, I support it. If you're doing a show, there's no hate here. If it takes flight, you're another black person, I support it. I wish the best for anyone doing whatever they want to do. But I have seen a lot of double talking because the double talk is it's not going to be about, it's not a competition with the show we're with, but then it is a competition, or we're going to lock up like pit bulls. Okay, wait, what is it? We're going to lock up like pit bulls, or you're going to do your own thing? I don't think it should be I'm not competing with someone else. My story to tell and what's going on with Rebel is just that. And I think some people on that other show that they're starting have some interesting storylines and some interesting things that have happened to them. Tragic. Some people have triumphed. So I support that. But it's definitely disingenuous if you say it's not a competition, and then in the next breath, it is a competition. Then you got the scariest bitch on YouTube and in Texas, well, Texas and YouTube, since YouTube is larger, Tracy. Tracy talking about the other show. People are not going to want to see the show. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to hate on those people because I think some of them are interesting. Let me say that. I think some of them are interesting. See, the difference between me is I cannot fuck with people. I'm not going to shit on the whole show because I don't fuck with some people. But what I will say is just be on it for positive reasons. Don't go into something just because it's almost like I'm going to teach you. You did something to me. It's almost like a bitter ex. And I have a few bitter exes, mostly due in part to this motherfucker Snooch being so good and sweet and delicious. And then, I can't cook worse shit sometimes. I am a survival cook, but I can fuck better than the next bitch. So that made me have a trump card in my back pocket. But okay, so glad. Hey, Libra. Hey, smooches. To Tita's hair, baby, I love me some Tita. That's my Tita is one of those people I would love to meet in person. It's just she's so down to earth, and I'm so glad you and I are gonna have to meet up one day. And I do think that you can meet people that are cool. Now, is this some single white females and some crazy ass gay men on here? Yes, that are fucking obsessed. Yes. If you're a man and have a whole husband and you get on making videos about another man incessantly, I'm divorcing your ass and I'm taking every fucking thing you own, even your fucking dog. No. No, but the thing is, when Tracy getting on here saying, they're not going to want to watch people 30, 40 years old. They're not watch those people. Tracy, you're saying it because you're a scary ass motherfucker. You're not going anywhere because you fear you're going to get your ass whooped. Let's just call it what it is, Tracy. You know you can't go anywhere, bitch. You're terrified, Tracy, especially in the sunlight because that damages your kind. But any other, you're afraid. Girl, you know you can't. You barely want to go out there and grab the fucking grub hub when they leave that shit at your door. You ain't going no fucking another state. And then this whole thing about the payment and with Ty and us, the cast, they're talking about, you're not getting paid. You're not. Let me tell you something. We're shooting pilot. It's in a pilot form right now. And you know what? It's a free fucking trip. So if we're not gaining any monetary outright, we're getting free plane tickets. We're getting fed. We're getting hotels. You do know if you add that shit up, that's gonna be a cute penny, right? Because you just can't fly somewhere for free, bitch, unless you're Tracy and you grow feathers throughout the year. But any other person can't fucking just pick up and leave a nest. Tracy, I don't know if you can fly anymore because you seem to be shedding or you have the mange. Because when I saw that head on top, I don't think your feathers have grown in yet. Your winter coat should be coming in though. But I think that they're sitting up and they're making comments. And let me tell you something. I know these people that have been chosen to be on that new production that they're starting. It is problematic. It's problematic because there's some people that are going to be on some fuck shit. Shout out to Heidi Fly. Y'all know how fucking flighty she is. Just be aware, you're dealing with Heidi Fly, a motherfucker that will lie, will make up anyone that made up that whole John Gacy thing. Heidi was one of the worst people with that John Gacy shit. Even at that time, I didn't even particularly like Sean. And I wasn't saying, I was not cool with that. You don't call anyone, especially a gay man, John Gacy, a black gay man. A black gay man that's a bottom. John Gacy, you can't do that fucking shit. I would have been pissed my fucking self. But it was nasty. And that gives you an indication where a person is, what they're capable of. Y'all don't know what it's some. And then you got Five Babe and Rita. Tracy's comparing Five Babe and Rita. And said that Five Babe, Tracy, now when you were talking about goddess and you were saying developmental and you were fucking that word up trying to pronounce it. Now you're talking about someone not being mentally developed, but you fucking a word up trying to say mentally developed. And your people are like, yeah, Tracy. Like, I've never seen some shit that's just as crazy as that. It's just that shit is. Now you're sitting up, you're comparing Five Babe to Rita. Any person on YouTube compared to Rita, I mean, Tracy. Wow, okay. And Rita has never. I hadn't been aware of her saying much about me except when she said I was trying to copy her doing parodies. That was the weirdest shit because at that time I had never seen Rita. I had just known of her. The first, you'll hear and you'll say it. What now? All that shit, that makes me go on a bar. My mental stability goes on a downward spiral. So I check out of that shit. When I started being aware of reader, I couldn't do it much for much longer. It was too much of a fucking roller coaster. But Tracy, you're comparing. Let's compare you and 5A Tracy. And then you said she don't have a car because Tracy, maybe because she was just in a car accident and she said her car was totaled. You think that's why she doesn't have a car? That's probably why, Tracy. She was in an accident. Her car was totaled. You dumbass. Now, was your car totaled, Tracy, or did it just shut down after a while? You forgot to put water in the motherfucking radiator, and that bitch ran hot. What happened, Tracy, to this last car? Or it just expired, bitch? They couldn't work on it anymore, bitch, because all the parts was obsolete, bitch. They became obsolete. Bitch, you have the cassette recorder of cars, bitch, that you're driving. You can barbecue some motherfucking hamburger patties on that bitch. It probably ran hot so much. But you're talking about, okay. But we do see 5 Babe on camera, Tracy. Why haven't you been on camera, Tracy? Because that's what people are talking about on these YouTube streets. Why hasn't Tracy exposed herself on camera outside of a camera slip? And I think it's because you probably don't stay in that same apartment because you couldn't afford it. You're probably in some efficiency apartment in even a more worse part of town than you already were in, if that was possible, if that's possible. But are you staying like in a room that you're renting or something? Tracy, what is it? So, it was weird to hear Tracy say compare Rita and 5A. Again, Tracy, let's compare you and 5A. And you talking about her apartment, and y'all are saying she's not gaining money. You don't know how much this woman is charging people for rent. You don't know how much she's charging for rent what type of profit she's making. The thing, Tracy, is she owns her places. And you could say, well, the bank owns, well, I can say I own my car, but I'm still paying on this motherfucker. But yes, it's my car, Tracy. And I don't have to pull this bitch over and put jugs of water, gallon jugs of fucking water in it every fucking 2 miles. Bitch, it takes you about 3 hours to drive across fucking San Antonio, bitch, and that's a 20-minute ride normally. But you're sitting your ass up here comparing, and then you talk about how people look. Teresa, let me tell you something. No one would want to see your ass on camera on any show, bitch, outside of National Geographic, bitch. Only play, bitch. They'll watch you, bitch, on the Lost Tapes, bitch. Y'all remember that show, The Lost Tapes, when they talked about monsters and shit? It was on the Animal Planet. They would watch your ass on Lost Tapes, National Geographic. Any of those shows would probably watch you on a reality show. You sitting on a clutch of eggs. You're protecting your nest against predators. You're foraging for food. Digging a burrow. Surviving the mange or some other thing that took your hair out on top of your head. But I think that you're bitter, Tracy. You're a hater. Again, with those people over there doing their show, why are you riding my ass? I'm celibate and you riding so close up behind me. Shit, you bump into my car. I've been in fucking bust everywhere. Fuck. So y'all run over the fucking bumps and shit just to get a feel now. But yeah, hey Black Swan Stephanie, right. You can't compete where baby, you can't compete where you can't compare. And Tracy was trying to say that even there. She said you can't compare and complete. You can't complete. I said, bitch, I can't. Bitch, you can't even get that fucking simple term straight, Tracy. What? Girl, what school did you go to get your GED and they kick your ass out of it, Tracy? What hair were you doing? I think you were just a bather at that fucking place. You were just a shampoo girl. Because I couldn't fucking see you reading instructions and taking direction any other way. Sitting your ass over there. You talking about what Phi Babe look like. Everybody's not pretty. Tracy, are you pretty? Tracy, do you think you're pretty? And let's be honest, Tracy. Do you think you have a fine body? Do you think your body is fine, Tracy? Now, Brianna's not hard to find, but do you think you're fine? Now, Tracy, if we're being honest, I'm being honest with you as someone that's not a friend. You've never been beautiful. Now, you have very garish-like makeup. When you do your makeup, you look like Pennywise the Dancing Clown. When you would do your makeup, you look like It. That movie It, when they had Pennywise on that bitch, that's what you look like. Again, you look like Pennywise the Dancing fucking Clown. You're not beautiful, Tracy. And I would think you'd have a personality that just shine as bright as the sun, bitch, but you're dark, bitch, like a black hole. And when I say a black hole, I'm referring to like when Brianna go to an all-you-can-eat buffet, and when she leaves a black hole. That's what I mean. But y'all, I'm here. I need to run in here and pick up some equipment. I'm here to pick up some equipment. And you guys, I've been celibate going on 5 days. It's been beautiful, but it's coming to an end soon because, again, my health, I can't live like this. This celibatonement will destroy me if I don't get cured for it. But, guys, I'll be on later. More power to them again. Shout out to those people starting the show. I support whatever you guys do. If it takes off, more power to you. There's no hating over here. Just be aware that sometimes people can get got. Don't fall for the okie doke. Have your eyes open, and if it sounds fishy, don't go forward with it because you're going to get embarrassed. Lisa's journey, damn it. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Bye, y'all. Peace.